Hello YouTube. I'm actually re-recording a video, so for those of you who already watched it, it's called Your Science Teacher Was Wrong. Um I need to re-record that because I was watching it and no, I probably sound like really, really stupid. And I no, I need to redo that video. So yeah, basically what I was talking about in that video, God not appeared, but he just like spoke to me in the middle of the night on some random, I don't even know where it came from, but he was speaking to me about magnets. Like, remember, like, I feel like that was a very elementary science. Like, one of the first things we did was play with magnets. We were always taught that opposites attract. When the negative and positive come together, they stick. And when, you know, equal forces like negatives and negatives or positive and positives come together, they, you know, separate. They don't attract to each other. And so we were always taught the opposites attract. But God was saying to me in the middle of the night, he was like, that's not true. I was just like, like, wow, okay. And he was just like, yeah, basically, my palms are positive, the backs of my hands are negative. So here we have a positive and negative, another positive and another negative. So here are your magnets. We were taught that the opposites attract. So you have positive and negative come together, boom, they stick. But don't look at it in terms of the sides that are sticking together, but in terms of the direction that the magnets are, well, that the sides are facing. As you can see, the positives are both facing the same direction, and the negatives are both facing the same direction. So what does that mean? Does that mean that, these forces are only occur just between the two that are touching? Or does that mean something different? That perhaps the sides that aren't touching anything have force? And what I mean by that is that the positive is facing in this direction. So that means that its energy is headed here. Here we have another positive, and since they're both positive, their energy would be facing the same direction. And the only thing that's hindering this positive from, going forward in that direction is this wall, the negative that it's facing. And so it's not that it's, attracted to the negative, but because it's attracted towards the positive direction, that's why it now meets with the negativity. And that's life. Whenever you decide that you are going to get your life together and you're going to be serious about your walk with Christ and you want to head towards positivity in this case represents God, you're always going to face opposition from negativity. People are always going to try to get in your way and tell you that what you're doing is wrong and tell you that you're so stuck up or what have you because you're holier than thou. That's what people love to pull, the whole holier than thou thing. Just anything to convince you that what you're doing is wrong. Anything to keep you from continuing to face in that direction. Because negativity, just like positivity is heading this way, negativity is heading that way. And so because you're positive, you make the negativity feel uncomfortable and unable to, just move forward towards negativity comfortably. The fact that there's somebody whose force is different, is opposing to theirs, that makes them feel uncomfortable and that keeps them from being as negative as they want to be. When you shine your light, in darkness, your light will show. And so it's just the darkness wants to remain dark. And the light is eliminating the darkness. And so when negative people see you, coming and being a light and being a positive influence, they don't like that. And so there will be conflict. As long as you're in this world, you will always have to face negativity. But as long as you're headed towards positivity, on that final day, this hindrance will be removed, your flesh, and you will become one with positivity, and you will enter into God's kingdom. The other thing that he pointed out was we always said that you know, the same forces, they weren't attracted to each other. They were like pushing each other away. But it's not that they're pushing each other away. If you remember, actually, when you try really hard to hold a magnet like close to something that has the same force, a lot of times it will end up flipping and turning back around. And so what this is someone who's positive. If this here, like, coming together represents opposition or a clash, someone who's positive, um, and they know, they see the positivity in you, they see, you know, the mark of positivity or God on you, they're saying, hold up, sweetie, we're positive, we're headed in this direction. So they're trying to guide you back towards where you're supposed to be, which is towards positivity. And so when you come like this, it's saying, no, this is not where you're supposed to be. Not only is it keeping you from the negativity, but it's also, you know, doing everything in its power to avoid conflict, to avoid clashing. And that's what positive people will do. And so the Bible speaks about, you know, God correcting you in discipline and how it might be painful. Like, this is tense, you know, this is a lot of tension right here. It might be painful at the time, it might be tense at the time, but that's God, you know, making you who you need to be and who you're supposed to be, and putting you in the direction where you're supposed to be, which is towards positivity. And so that's what God ministered to me about with magnets. And this is the new video to eliminate the other one. And I will talk to y'all later. Goodbye.